Well, here I am in Alexander City. I just went into this place and talked to the owner. I said, "Remember me? You showed me a broken in half Camp Hill Coke bottle 6 years ago." He said, "Yeah, I remember that." And I said, "Oh, I see there's a bottle dealer over here in the corner. He's got some pretty nice straight-sided Cokes and stuff like that." And he says, "Yeah, that guy is going to be taking over this shop starting tomorrow." So that was kind of surprising. I got here on the last day that this guy is going to be working here. And one day before the new guy starts working here, who is the bottle collector. Kind of strange. I don't know if I'll still be here tomorrow to be able to talk to him. But he's the same guy that dug with Brandon and that Coke bottle dump. You probably saw the videos. Well, here we are in Alexander City. But there was 4 houses on this lot from 1909 at least, and it's so overgrown I just can't possibly imagine how I can dig there. But there might be one over there. It's pretty badly overgrown over there too, but I'll give it a try. Okay, I found a way in. The side where 4 houses were, and I actually found a privy. Or actually 2 of them, I think. But it's really... Oh, damn, I forgot my saw. But it's this. Obviously a dump here, but it's from the 80s. Yeah, one hole is right over here. And another hole is right over there. And we have a semi-modern outhouse, a cement foundation. Yeah, it's raised up on cement 2 feet high on this corner, and this is the actual seat for the outhouse. So we know they had outhouses in the 40s over here, because that's generally what those are. Late 30s at the newest. I mean, that could be from the late 30s, but could have been used all the way up to the 1970s. But do you see what I see? Could that possibly be a porcelain sign? I think it is. It's a long one. It's a tough one to get out, but I'll get it out for sure. There's no way I'm leaving a porcelain sign. Okay, I got it to move about 6 inches. Okay, so it's a 3 foot by 1 foot. Now for the reveal. All right. That is a nice one. I actually like this one more than any of the porcelain signs I've ever found. And believe me, I found a lot of them. Because I've been doing this 35 years. And I found about 35 porcelain signs. I can't wait to clean this one up. Model smoking tobacco. Yes, I said 10 cents. Yeah, you gotta like that. Well, my dry spell has ended. I've spent about 8 or 9 days out here on the road searching for stuff, and I've found very little. But now I have found something great. Okay, I'm gonna try and open up this privy, even though I forgot my saw. There's a lot of roots in the way, but let me try it anyway. Well, it's a little bit difficult, and this bed frame is covering half the hole. But anyway, I need to go back because I gotta take this back, because God knows it could get confiscated if the cops show up. Just because I'm digging out a vacant lot. I mean, it's a jungle. It's a veritable jungle out here. Nobody's been here for 40 years. So, but just in case the neighbors happen to call the cops, I wouldn't want to lose the sign because it might be worth $250. Okay, we got the first bottle coming out. Not that old, but it's embossed. The neck's broken off, but it's okay because it's not really a very good one. Chattanooga Medicine Company. Yeah. It's probably right around 1940. Leave it to me to find the newer privy. Whenever there's a 1900 to 1910 hole out there, that's always the last one to get found. Well, I'm almost 4 feet deep and I just think it's about time to give it up on this one because it's so new and so sparse. But let's open up this other one because that's undoubtedly going to be a little bit older. Okay, it's another sparse hole. I did find this piece of china in there, but you know, they could have saved that for 40 or 50 years before they threw it away. So that's not really a good indicator of how old the hole is. Yeah, that's more of an indicator. And that is definitely a late 40s, maybe even early 50s. So another hole that we're going to abandon and start looking for an older one. And right next to where that porcelain sign came out of, right there, there's this that almost looks like a porcelain sign, but it's really just a tabletop, or two of them. There's a nice design on it. I almost want to bring these home, but I'm on a long trip and I don't have room for that kind of stuff. So let's continue to probe out some more privies. Sometimes I actually find porcelain signs by probing, and I got one right here. Well, I don't think it's really a porcelain sign because it's not white, but it is porcelain coated metal of some sort. So let me clear this out and see if I can get it out of there. Well, it's rather large, and we got this on top of it. This could be a piece of car trim from the 50s or 60s. Yeah, it sure looks like it, but no embossing on it, so well, let's see, could this possibly be a porcelain sign? I've never heard of a porcelain sign with a dark colored background before. Okay, we've got most of it. We've got one edge right here and one edge right here and another edge a couple inches over that way, another edge a couple more inches over this way. So we'll soon find out what it is. Okay, it is another foot actually. Finally getting to the end. No, okay, there's the end. Okay, here it comes. Alright, is it gonna be one? Oh my god, it is. I don't believe it. We got two porcelain signs in one day. How do you like that? Okay, let's pull it out. It's a lot longer than I anticipated. It's about 5.5 feet long, I think. Okay, let's set this up. Okay, let's have it. Already? Alright, are you ready for the reveal? Miller tires. Very interesting. It is 6 feet tall. It's as tall as I am. So how do you like that? I don't know how I'm going to get this back to my car without people seeing it. There's a busy road right here. I never heard of Miller tires before. I've heard of a number of tire companies before, but never Miller. So that's pretty heavy too. That's the first to find 2 porcelain signs in one day. Okay, we are back to the spot I was at yesterday because of course it got dark. And I thought, because I found 2 porcelain signs there that were almost completely buried, I better go back there and check again because there could be a 3rd and a 4th. But I'm working on this other lot slightly to the left of it. And as you can see, there's a gigantic sinkhole and 2 milk bottles just sitting right there. I think the one's broken, but the other one, well, there's 2 whole ones. This one's broken, but this one's intact, and please be embossed. It would be so good to have an embossed milk from this town. Dang it. No embossing. It's got one of those weird tops that is generally reserved for the square type milks from the 50s. But is this another milk? No, that's something else, but this might be a milk. It is a milk. And is this one embossed? It has the older style top. Oh, dang it. No embossing on that one either. But to find 2 round milk bottles on the surface is kind of unusual, kind of exciting. Okay, I found this jar as well. But this hole is very strange. It's very large, and as you can see, there's a little bit of a hole there. It opens up into a cavern. There's like a foot of fill dirt on top of it, and then it opens up into a 3-foot hole. So either this hole is 7 or 8 feet deep, or else I don't know. But I feel glass in this section, so I'm going to dig a test pit. It's literally impossible because there's so many roots and vines in the way. I've been struggling to dig this little hole, and I can't. But we could be missing a couple embossed milks, but probably not. It's just too hard. And since it's a 40s hole, I figure we should just go on to another one because, you know, 40s is pretty much a waste of time, especially if you have to work this hard. That might be an animal den there, so that's another reason why not to dig there. Besides, look at how overgrown this place is. It's terrible. I struggled to get about 100 feet through these weeds. Yeah, I'm struggling to figure a way to move through here. It's so thick. And it's not weeds, it's woods, and they're a lot harder to move out of the way than weeds are. I just can't even find a way to get through here. Okay, through all this thick vines and trees in the way, I think I actually found a privy here. But it's going to be difficult to dig it, but Let's open it up and see what's in there. It's an incredibly sparse hole, but I have some big metal pan. So the hole must go at least 7 inches in either direction. So let me get that out of there and see what's underneath it. I'm thinking this might be the poorest section of town. The 4 poorest houses in the whole town because it's so sparse and so late. But there's some kind of a faucet mechanism, but no bottles yet. Okay, I just happened to notice this round thing that was kind of dirt colored and turned out to be a marble. A rather large one. Kind of a strange one. But at least we got something out of this hole. Well, at least I found a hoe. A piece of one anyway. I assume that's what that is. But I think I'm going to quit on this one. This is a really poverty-stricken area. They don't even have any bottles in here. Okay, that's where I dug a privy yesterday. About 25 feet away from there is possibly another one. Whatever it is, there's a lot of stuff. Well, there was a minute ago. Well, at least there's a milk bottle top in here instead of the older style. So let's keep going. I just dug this up and it was 14 inches deep, so that's proof that it's a privy at least. Okay, the first bottle is making an appearance and I can tell already. I think it's an RC Cola. Yeah, and it's intact. Damn it. I don't have my paint with me. Let's see what town it's from, if it has a town name. No, I don't see a town name. Damn it. It's got all this paint. Yet it's not going to have it for very long because, as I say, if you don't spray them right away, it dries up and blows away. Well, it's not a very valuable bottle, but maybe a $9 or $10 one it would have been if I'd have saved it. For such a poverty-stricken area, I'm surprised they threw a whole soda bottle away because, you know, they have a return on them. Okay, I just found this. I don't know, is that for baked beans? There's a similar shaped jar that has Boston baked beans or something like that in it. But that might be the only thing we find in here. Just those two. Because it's already at the bottom. So I'm just gonna dig out the sides a little bit. I see the base of a hobble skirt showing up, and I was just thinking, wouldn't it be nice to find a Christmas Coke from Alexander City, because those are actually rare. And this probably is one. Okay, I misjudged the size of the hole, and it actually goes 7 or 8 more inches this way. And of course I found this. Looks like a coffee jar. No, it's definitely, wow, it's giant. I have to back up to get it all in the frame. That is the biggest one I've ever seen. They're usually half as big as this. That thing must be a gallon size. Or a half gallon anyway. But back to the Coke bottle. Okay, let's see if we can see the date. No, it's on the other side. Oh, damn, the top is broken off. Thinking it's a Christmas Coke. Oh, damn, it's only a D patent anyway. But let's see if it's from Alexander City. Yep. Okay, Alexander City, Alabama. It's a fairly small town. Well, I don't know, it might have 10 or 12,000 people by now. Okay, I see the neck of another soda bottle. And another bottle just popped out. Oh, it's the bottom of a bleach bottle. Okay, let's see if we can get this thing out. Oh, it looks like another RC Cola. Well, oh, got another bottle. It's looking like the diameter of a soda bottle. So let's keep our fingers crossed that it's embossed Dr. Pepper or debossed Dr. Pepper. Okay, we got something else out of here. Some food product. But back to these sodas. I'm thinking these ACLs are actually preservable. I mean, this one I dug up 10 minutes ago and the paint is still perfect. Maybe it has a different reaction to it because of the clay. Different than the soil in North Carolina. Okay, it's another intact Royal Crown. And it has the paint in good shape still. Surprising. Maybe I can preserve these because I do have some clear fingernail polish actually in the van. Okay, what's this gonna be? I don't see anything on it. No, it's not a soda. It's a screw top of some sort. Shaped a lot like a soda though. Okay, we got another soda. And it feels like it's intact. It is, and it's a Nesbitt's of California with the embossed neck. I haven't found one of these for quite a while. They're fairly common though, but it looks like the paint is actually going to stay good on this one too. I'm also wondering if this is even a privy or else it's just trash thrown down the bank. Because it kind of goes downhill a bit. And this being only a 2-foot deep hole, it lends itself to that. Okay, I just found this thing and it was attached to a jar. We got a blue ball jar apparently. Hopefully it's some different brand, but you know how many millions of ball jars there are out there. It's a big one. It's got to be a half gallon, and there's some other bottle right on top of it. Yeah, I'm thinking this isn't really a privy. It's just an embankment with trash thrown down it. Okay, this is a big round one, and now this is a big square one, and it seems like it has some weird embossing like a coffee jar. Yes, I think that's what it is. Yeah, it even has a coffee cup embossed on it. 1 pound net. Royal Cup Coffee. Royal Cup Coffee. I've never heard of that. But I like these. Oh, it's embossed on this side too. And this side too. And not on that side. But embossed on 3 sides. Well, that's kind of unusual. So I like that. It's always nice to find an embossed bottle that you've never found one before. So let's get back to this. Wow, there's a giant root holding it in place. I guess I'll have to saw that out of there. This jar doesn't seem like it's a blue ball after all. I think it's just a clear one. It's It had a mason jar lid on it, but it's not really a mason jar. But we're getting a pretty good amount of keepers. 3 sodas and a coffee jar. Well, I just found a broken milk. Hopefully there'll be a few whole ones in here. Okay, we got something else showing up. Okay, we got some kind of a jar coming out. It's just a square mason jar of some kind. It's a ball. America's most famous jar by far. But we also have another bottle right underneath it. Just a food product. And just 2 seconds after I turned the camera off, I started to scratch and I hooked onto this. Just a whiskey, but maybe it'll have a date. 45? I think that's a 45. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, back to this modern outhouse. The back of it is open. Why is there a giant hole in the back of it? Is that so all the stuff can run on out? Interesting. This must be a deep hole because they made a rock wall and a cement foundation for it. So they must have been planning to use it for 20 years. Or else they were planning to get plumbing. Either way, this is intriguing. Well, I think I'm about done with this place. I've dug this hole out and I reconsidered the fact that it's 45. That's just too new. And this is the 5th one of these I've seen. Here's another one. So, I just probed around all over this area looking for more porcelain signs by the probing method. No luck. Maybe I'll try a little bit more over this way. Okay, while searching around here, I found a hubcap. An old hubcap. From around 1962, I'd say. I don't recognize that design, but it doesn't look that exciting. Yeah, it looks kind of like a generic design. I don't know, I think I'll leave it.